In a world of Rallycross, there is only one thing people are scared of. He attack, he protect, but most importantly, he undrivable as heck. And today I might turn this around and give you the information you need to know how to tackle this pickle. So, how you, your friends and family members can learn how to drive this little devil. First, let's start with your wheel. Although it is very popular to use 540 degrees of rotation for these little devils, it's better to keep your wheel rotation short. I personally prefer if I just turn the wheel 90 degrees to each side for max steering. Trust me, it is more than useful, but still less than necessary to control little devil. You can change the settings in the game, or you can change them in your own wheel software. Shorter wheel rotation grants the ability to quickly catch all devilish oversteer tendencies this little boy might have. Thus the nickname Little Devil. Now let's take a closer look at the little devil. You can spot that this little boy's wheels are quite close to each other. That is why this car tends to oversteer so heavily. Also, it is important to say that the wheels sticking out does make it quite vulnerable to crashes, but they can take a little brawl or two. Now comes the real slim slidey, and that is in form of a throttle and steering. To keep going faster than fast, you need to balance the two to keep the car from oversteering to the nearest work rate center.
What are those people gonna do?
And I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear!
Going over the basics. You need to recognize first what surface are you on. You know, gravel, tarmac, it's not the same picture, is it? Well, on tarmac you would ideally want to balance the car to basically be on the edge of losing control, where the back of your little devil is slightly, but just slightly angled almost to the braking traction point. Meanwhile, on gravel, because of the nature of this surface, it is recommended to keep it sideways since the tires bite into the gravel and give you that grip we are all after here. It is a lot more of a challenge since you have to balance the slide by throttling to increase oversteer and your wheel to counter the oversteer. This requires really good coordination of these elements, and it does not help that in Dirt Rally 2.0, throttle is not consistent even if the engine is naturally aspirated. There is a sudden bump in revs and it does make control really hard, and sometimes I find it more consistent to, instead of gentle throttle inputs, it's better to achieve desired power by stepping on the throttle fully and then taking your foot off and repeat. Since the little devil, the game mechanics and surfaces and whatnot is rigged against you, it is a real challenge to drive these cheeky fellas. But I think that this serves a greater purpose, since the car control you get from learning to drive, slide and fly with Little Devil will give you such advantage with the RGT cars, R5, Ruby and many others, because if you can drive the car exactly the way it prefers, there is a way to succeed and perhaps even finish a career mode. So the question would be, are you willing to give this Little Devil a shot? Now let's talk about the neometrics levels of maneuverability you get. Since the car is small and twitchy, if you gain a good car control, you can swing around your opponents like a jet cutting through air. In the end, if you want to win a race, you need to know how to get past your opponents, and here you can truly get the most satisfying moments. I think that no car is too difficult to control, it's all about not forcing the moves but let it play out, and feel out the needed inputs. Then the times get quicker and you get successful with those cheeky sends. If you think this content is worth watching, then you have not seen my other videos which expand on rallying and other means of fast transportation. Remember, all you need to have is an iron will and open mind with these, and you will learn this Little Devil like a book sooner than you think. I wish you best luck with the Little Devil of Dirt Rally, and hopefully this guide has been of any use.